I'm gonna give myself a follow here. Oh my goodness. What the heck? That's kind of cheating, I think, if I give myself a follow. I'm gonna like my own stream from a different account. All right, hang on a second. Let me turn on this other thingy madingy. Hang on. What? I think we're streaming. Wait a minute. All right, let me check this over here. Close that down. Let me close that down. I think, oh geez, let me zoom out on here. Holy smokes. Oh, it looks like some money's pouring in. That's nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, very nice. How can I tell who's in here? There's a few people in here watching. How can I tell? Can I tell who all is in here? I can't tell. Well, in any case, hey, listen. We started a new chart, and I left it off here, and I just want to like complete the MDX at least indicator setup because it's just like so crispy. So if you watch the other video, we just put a bunch of ribbons in here. We put a bunch of ribbon type indicators. Yeah, we put a bunch of ribbon type indicators in here. We have the QQE, we have a stochastic RSI, we have the Bajoram TSI or a TSI. And listen, so we got our ribbon. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. Down here in the BJ TSI, we got another ribbon. It's almost identical. You know, and then we had the stochastic RSI, which is basically ribbon as well. Yo, Mark, I got a Mark Taylor in here. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Mark Taylor, it's very hard talking to yourself. So if you have any questions, let me know and I will try to answer them because we used to stream a couple years ago and we got shut down, and it is not like riding a bike. You just don't jump back on. So thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you, sir. We're gonna try this again. We had literally had hundreds and hundreds of hours of we've had hundreds and hundreds of hours of YouTube content literally taken down like about a couple years ago, and I'm a little bit leery of stepping back in the YouTube world because I don't want to get canceled again. So I'm going to be very careful this time around. I'm not going to say certain words. I'm not going to talk about certain subjects. I'm not going to stream any of that other thing. I'm going to be real leery of what kind of links I put in the video descriptions because I don't know if that like will get you canceled. But yeah, YouTube is all about canceling the little guy. Yo, Coin Fusion, nice. That's awesome. I know you from the MDX Discord channel. I am actually on Rumble, and I'm gonna start posting over there because when I initially got kicked off of YouTube, I was like, oh fuck, where am I gonna go? So I actually created a Rumble account. There's not much content over there. I'm gonna throw in the link. I'm gonna throw in my link real quick. Um, yeah, I'm gonna throw in my link real quick. There's not a tremendous amount of content over there. Um, geez, how do I get to my channel? Is it just my content? How do I get to my channel? All videos, live streaming, YouTube channel sync. Maybe I need to do that. That's kind of new. Um, my content. Do I have a channel? How do I get to my channel? Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know how to. I don't know. Oh, geez, Rumble. Do I go home? My feed? Subscriptions? Hang on a second. I think this might be me on Rumble. So let me go ahead and post this in the chitty chat. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and post this in the chitty chat. And we're gonna get back on Rumble too. So oh my goodness, yeah, yeah. Mark Taylor, I am going to like tread on eggshells while I because honestly, that was like really quite a blow. And honestly, in the MDX VIP algo Discord channel and um, people like Trader Stu and Tyrion, they really motivated me. I was like never going to come back to YouTube because they did me so dirty. They did me so dirty, and it was just like fucking disgusting. So like I feel like when I'm on YouTube, I need to like really edit myself. But on Rumble, I don't feel like I need to do that as much. And then on Twitch, so when I got kicked off of YouTube, I went to Twitch, and then I just really just played a whole bunch of music and like did a lot of stuff that's not crypto, which can I say? I don't even want to say the word because I don't know if I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube. Even though there's tons of channels that do much more worse things than me as far as what might get you kicked off of YouTube. But yeah, geez, I don't know. So hey, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna come back. We're live, and I'm going to yeah, I'm live, but the live streams I'll try to chop down to some, if there's something cool going on or some kind of something or whatever, I'll chop it down to like less than 10-minute videos. But we're just really starting up a new chart, and we're gonna give it a try. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hey, thanks for hanging, Coin Fusion. While we set up our charts. Yeah. Oh man, thanks for the sub on the Rumble, and we're definitely going to put more stuff on the Rumble. I think there's a video on my channel when I got canceled, and I got canceled off of YouTube Live. I don't want to say why I think while I'm streaming on YouTube, so we're not going to say those kind of things. But it was just like so ridiculous. And then like the weirdest thing after that was that I got my Twitter account was taken over by somebody, or was allowed to be taken over by somebody literally the day after I got taken off of YouTube live on stream. And so put a tremendous amount of work into my Twitter account. Oh, excuse me. and my YouTube account. And to have them, after, it's so hard to build up to like a stream of like, even like, I think we would have like 100, 200 people sometimes in the stream on YouTube. And then just to have it canceled, and then having our Twitter account, building that up to like literally thousands of people, and just to have it allowed to be taken over by somebody else the next day, even though I know those two companies aren't attached, but I think during a certain time over the last few years that I don't think they were exactly detached, but I got put on some kind of list, and I did not enjoy it because it sucked, because literally years worth of work were just evaporated within seconds. Yeah, so I really sucked at. I really love the Coin Fusion. You know me from the MDX Discord channel. I really love that Discord channel. It is like so great compared to other Discord channels I was in. I mean, I think I bring a little bit to the table, and to be just like freaking Thor's hammered down, and just like beaten down. And unless you're like one of the original gangsters on some of these other channels, your opinions are just like shit. And and everybody has a great opinion. And honestly, some of the newest people have some of the greatest insights. And I don't always get it wrong. Or get it right. I get it wrong a lot of times. So it was just kind of weird. The MDX, however, Discord channel, I have never felt that way. Everybody here has been so cool. I mean, everybody here has been just like so cool. Hot girls here giving me some spam love. That's what I need. I need to stream with a hot chick. That's what I need. And you're guaranteed to get followers. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this. I'm happy to come back to YouTube. I'm not exactly optimistic that I'm not going to get just deleted here in a couple weeks, because that seems to be a theme for YouTube, is that you get deleted kind of right away. But so hey, in any case, so at the end of the last video, we just threw up a TSI, a stochastic RSI, we threw up a QQE, and you can kind of see these ribbons here. Here you got a ribbon. Here on the TSI, you got a ribbon. You can see how it almost follows exactly the same. See here, we're kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. The QQE, the qualitative, quantitative easing, you're down, you're up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And even here on a stochastic RSI, a little bit differently, but you can kind of see how you're kind of riding the same kind of, let's just call it a momentum wave. And that's why I love the MDX oscillator. So I'm going to go ahead and set up or continue setting up the MDX oscillator. We're starting a brand new chart here. I don't like the colors. I don't know why it defaults to invert colors. Not a big fan of the gradient. Let me just switch over to the momentum. I like all the divergences. Give them all to me. And let's go overbought, oversold. And then also, too, what I really love to see, very pronounced, is this middle ribbon. I want to see it go from red to green, middle band. So let's go ahead and turn that up. Trying to turn it up. And in fact, I'm going to put it on 4. And then here on the red, I'm going to turn that one up too, because I love to see that middle band. Okay, so I just turned up the volume here on the middle band, which is the mad scientist genius of the MDX oscillator 4. How it switches from, it's basically a, it's a momentum indicator. So this is so sweet. Like if strong movement up green with the market going up green, and then let's go ahead and change that over to and then here also too, here, even here on the 1 hour time frame, on the MDX Algo 3, that's looking like it's going up too. So even though we're doing a little bit of retrace, I expect some more upside here. Is kind of what I'm expecting. So that, so let's go back and finish setting up our indicators. One thing I like to do on the MDX indicator is to, actually, let me just put a box on here. And then let's go here in the details, the coordinates. The top price, we want to make 60. The bottom price, we want to make 40. I like to see these bands here. And then in the style, we want to extend right, extend left. And then let's do the background color. Let's do a gray. And let's tone that down a little bit. And should we box it? I don't know. Should we box it? Hang on a second. Should we turn on the border a little bit? Let's turn on the border a little bit. All right, so we have the border turned on a little bit. And the reason why I like to do that, I'll tell you right now, is like you could see that let's grab the brush. You can see here it turned from red to green. We were up above and then let's go ahead and do a lower one. Let's just do these two right there. So let's close these, and then you can see. And we tag these two right there. And when we were down low, close to the 40 bar, was right there. And what did we do? We went up, nice. And then we hit this, switch from red to green right there. And eventually we got there. If you held out long enough, eventually you got there. So again, we're only locked in here on the 1 hour time frame, but it worked really well. And again, here's the Bajorum TSI. There's other TSIs there too, but here's basically the same ribbon. There's the same ribbon, and let's move this up here. And then, so here's the same ribbon too. And then on the TSI, you want to, nab the tops, nab the bottoms. And that's what the MDX Oscillator 5 does for you already. It, it shows you the bottoms and it shows you the tops. There's a top, there's a bottom. So all indicators are time, price, and volume, or derivatives of the same. Volume over time, price over volume, volume price over time. All indicators are lagging, and all indicators are time, price, and volume. So no matter what kind of indicators you are used to looking at or you want to look at, if you understand how the indicators are calculated, and then you see these same indicators that you used for years packaged in like the Oscillator 4 or Oscillator 5, it's just incredible how crispy clean that these indicators actually are. And if you're used to, like, say, using the TSI, and now all of a sudden it becomes actually very super crispy clean, for your entries and exits. And then when you check against different time frames, your win rate will just be like so exponentially increased. It's not even funny. It's really good stuff. Oh, the camera? I'll turn on the camera. Boom! There I am. Yeah. So So I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off, just because we don't need to see them anymore. Actually, the stochastic RSI, I'm gonna go ahead and move that up to the Oscillator 4. I'm gonna go ahead and move that up to the Oscillator 4. Here's a little trick if you didn't know how to do it. So I got the so here's the Oscillator 4. Right below it, I got the stochastic RSI. So I'm going to superimpose this on the oscillator above. So what you do is you come over here and you select Move to Existing Pane Above. And I'm going to show you. So here they are separated. And now here they are on top of each other. So one of the great things about this is, let me show you. Hang on a second. You see kind of down here on the bottom how all the oscillators are kind of stacked on top of each other and kind of robbing you of some screen. If you could imagine, if I had, like right now I only have 3 oscillators shown here. One of them being the QQE. Let me turn that off. So we got 2 down here. If you could imagine, if we had 3, 4, 5, 6 oscillators down below, it would like eat up a whole bunch of screen time. So like I have the stochastic RSI just superimposed on the Oscillator 4, MDX Oscillator 4. One, I like to watch them together, but 2, you don't have to view everything. You could turn it off if you want. And then when you want to turn it on, so like I could put in here something that rides something that rides from basically 0 to 100. So any kind of indicator that like rides from 0 to 100 would be a good one to superimpose on this on the Oscillator 4. And then if something if something rode, oh shit, I just turned off the Oscillator 5. Let me turn that back on. MDX Oscillator 5. Give it a couple minutes. Give it a minute. It's crunching a lot of numbers. So if any indicators rode from minus 100 to 100, you could just superimpose them on top of the oscillator 5, and then you don't have to watch them all the time. For example, I like the shift oscillator. The shift is basically the shift oscillator is basically a stochastic RSI, except it has a very quick trigger. So it's either a light on, light off, but basically it's the stochastic RSI. So let's go ahead and superimpose the shift oscillator on top of existing pane above. So we just put on top of that the STC on top of the MDX oscillator 5, and then I don't like the way that looks, so let's go ahead and turn that off. No, we want to keep the cell signals on. Hang on a second. I want to turn off those band colors. Plots background. We don't need the plots background. Plots background. We don't need that plots background. Middle zone. We don't need the middle zone. And then let's go ahead and make that a little bit brighter. Just because. And let's turn in the inputs. Okay, so yeah, here we have the STC oscillator, which is basically a very quick stochastic RSI. Same math. Mostly the same theory behind it, except that it has a quicker light on, light off, light switch. So, for example, let's just do some shorts. Like we wanted a short here, we wanted a short here, and we wanted a short here. Let's just see what that would have resulted in. So, so we got a short. We got a short here. That was a pretty good move. And then we got a short, here. That was a pretty good move too. Again, we're on the 1 hour, so on the shift, it's such a quick light switch. We probably want to be down actually on the 30-minute. But again, we had a switch here, nice down. We had where's our second switch? We have a switch here. Oh, this kind of sucks for us because we're in a long. But yeah, it's kind of pointing down right now. Okay, so I just wanted to do a follow-up from what we started earlier. The next live stream, we'll start putting some harmonics and some fib-based retracements, the trend-based fib retracements, fib channels. We'll start putting a little bit more on here. We're coming into some news tomorrow, so be careful in all your trades. Expect a huge amount of fuckery tomorrow, and we're gonna call it a night. And thank you all. Thank you. Oh my God! Thank you, Mark Taylor. Thank you, Coin Fusion. Thank you, Coin Fusion, for hanging out. And we're gonna give this another go again tomorrow night. And maybe we could build this thing back up before we get canceled again. To where our channel was a couple of years ago. And this ain't even our channel. It took me like. YouTube wouldn't even let me create another channel because I said some verboten words. It took me about a year to even be able to create another channel. So yeah, All right, so good luck in the trades, and hopefully I see you on the tables.